Poverty, plastic soup, energy crisis. To solve these global problems, transformation is imminent. This video is on the transformative pathways on the sustainable development of energy, fishing, and polyculture. Aiming to promote the progress of achieving SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 7, clean and affordable energy, SDG 14, life below water, and SDG 17, partnership and goals, we have proposed global and national transformative pathways on the sustainable development of energy, fishing, and polyculture. The sustainable pathways are built on a bunch of seeds, for instance, transformative projects, initiatives, and innovations. First, we will talk about pathways in a global context. We want to introduce a transformative initiative on sustainable fishing and polyculture, 3D ocean farming. This is a simple and replicable type of ocean farming that uses the entire water column to grow a restorative species. These farms are like underwater gardens, and since the crops grow vertically, 3D ocean farming has a small footprint and a low aesthetic impact. And one of the main benefits in comparison to traditional aquaculture is that it protects rather than privatizes the ocean. This means that anyone can swim, boat, and fish on the farms. Global seeds may aid the potential of the transformation of pathways. In the global context, the following seeds were found: grid alternatives that set up small energy generators in remote areas, popularizing unknown fish species, microhydel technology, an alternative of large power stations, and hydropower, which harnesses wastewater for clean energy. Though the involvement of seeds can lead to a transformation to a sustainable future, landscape level conditions such as climate change, COVID-19, globalization, and innovation can cause challenges, limitations, and opportunities for transformation. Climate change is causing rising ocean temperatures and ocean acidification, which will affect the living conditions for life below water. Moreover, the pandemic is estimated to worsen the severity of economic contraction and push more people into extreme poverty. Large-scale protests and the implementation of projects are shelved due to current restrictive measures. Though the landscape level conditions do create loads of challenges and limitations for transformation, it brings up unexpected insights and new possibilities. One example is that the worldwide lockdown due to COVID-19 pandemic had a significant effect on carbon emission and the associated studies as the pandemic has begun a sudden and unprecedented drop in human activity. The awareness of climate change and sustainability is rising while stimulating investments in clean and affordable energy. To narrow down the transformative initiative to a national scale in Slovenia, we will first analyze the situation of each of the focus SDGs in Slovenia and their interactions. Then we will introduce a few seeds which are related to our global pathway. Finally, we will talk about the two national transformative pathways built on the seeds and the associated benefits and caveats while implementing the pathways. Slovenia is a developed country with an advanced high-income economy. It ranks high on the Human Development Index. The government of Slovenia has published a proposal for the long-term development strategy called the Energy Concept of Slovenia. In comparison with developed countries, water quality in Slovenia is among the highest in Europe. Concerning the situation of the development of these SDGs, the most promising improvements lie in the feasibility of sustainability energy, innovation of fishing techniques, efficiency of hydropower, and mitigation measures on the negative impacts on ocean ecosystems. Regarding the development of SDGs in Slovenia, 3 seeds were found to build national transformation pathways. The first seed is the Compile project, a local seed intending to build self-sufficient energy communities in Slovenia by constructing solar power plants, household and community batteries, and a public EV charger. Through systematic energy management, the project not only brought the energy community a secure supply of local energy, but also strengthened the community relationship and economic welfare of the residents. The second seed, geothermal energy, intends to generate heat and electric power from geothermal gravity with a geothermal gravitational heat pipe in the abandoned gas and oil wells in Slovenia. The last seed is the Fonda fish farm, a natural fishing method with feeding the fish by hand to reduce unsustainable fishing. As a way of sustainable and natural fishing, this seed can be promoted in all coastal regions. With those seeds, two national transformation pathways are built. First is the energy and social pathway, which is built on the seeds self-sufficient energy communities and geothermal energy in abandoned oil and gas wells, so as to significantly reduce the price of energy. And the second one is the maritime and social pathway, which combines the seed increasing the popularity of relatively unknown fish species and sustainable fish farming, hence to create job opportunities and protect life below water. The associated benefits and caveats are analyzed with the transition canvas model. The niche system is aiming to eradicate poverty, provide clean and affordable energy while protecting life below water. It shows that the niche system requires cooperation among various actors, such as coastal dwellers, knowledge institutes, consumers, local authorities, local companies, and media, so as to pass on knowledge and hence to achieve the transition goals. Since there are various actors, landscape conditions involved, some actors may prefer to defend the current problematic system instead of accepting the niche system. From the energy and social pathway, the lack of policy and regulation framework may hinder the transformation in the energy and transportation sector. From the maritime and social pathway, since actors' attitude towards a transformative fishing technique and its related effects on marketing and the large-scale ocean ecosystem are uncertain, participants may refuse to take risks. Moreover, budgets on sustainability-related issues can vary from different authorities, which will affect the implementation of sustainable pathways as well. In order to destabilize the incumbent system and strengthen the niche system, we propose to lobby for favorable legislation and policy, call for media reports on the negative impacts of the traditional system, provide subsidies so the incumbent system cannot compete, remove entry barriers, and propose incentive mechanisms. However, we still want to emphasize that unintended circumstances may occur from the pathways as well. While upscaling the sustainable pathways to a global level, we are expecting that the energy and social pathway and the maritime and social pathway can become global pathways. In doing so, the most important scaling mechanisms are replicating, partnering, instrumentalizing, and embedding. These scaling mechanisms would be the most successful in countries where there's much awareness about environmental issues and where there are sufficient resources. The replication would take longer in countries where there's not much awareness about environmental issues and where there are insufficient resources. However, these countries could be financially supported and pressured by wealthy countries and the World Bank to implement the Slovenian energy and fish model. In the end, our final vision of a sustainable future would be that people are no longer suffering from poverty, affordable and sustainable energy is accessible for all, and the sustainable use of ocean resources. Thank you for watching, and we are contributing to a more sustainable world together.